ChoreoRoam is a project initiated by 6 different dance institutions in Europe. The plays in London, dance ateliers in Rotterdam, Certamen in Madrid, dance scene in Copenhagen, the Dance Week Festival in Zagreb, and who am I forgetting? Bassano, Roberto and Bassano.
My name is Amy Gale, and I'm the artistic director of Dance Ateliers, partner in the ChoreoRoam project. Well, this is actually the second year of ChoreoRoam, and it has another sort of predecessor in a project that, which was not under that name, but that was the first time that as an organization we worked together with some of the partners.
What's its ultimate mission?
I think that is constantly being sharpened and refined. I wouldn't necessarily say completely redefined, but certainly exchange is an element in it, and offering frameworks in which young artists can build up a network and develop their own work, have the freedom to do research, which is in many countries not an assumption. Often it's assumed that one will make productions, but
What's the actual objective then?
a mobility, a network, and artistic development and exchange, intensive coaching, and we've tried to also bring that into the project so that each time the groups meet, and there are many possible constructions and strategies for a week's residency, but that coaching in some way plays a role in the work that the artists are doing.
If you don't communicate, then you are in your own four walls. Here, the situation is really different because you get your studio time, you get the time to research, and there is no pressure in delivering anything at the end in the sense of, or just use time to exchange information and open a dialogue with other artists. Like you take everything that comes to you is affecting your work in a way. So what happens to me happens to my work, and ChoreoRoam is happening to me big time this year. Because like you get an opportunity to get with artists together in different kind of these, let's say, artificial get-togethers, working on questions that touch the topic of translation. How do I translate my ideas into matter? How do I communicate with dancers? How do I communicate with other artists? How do I write about my own dance?
The mix of, and the discussions and the mix of the cultures energizes things.
Yes, 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 very, yes, yes!
With this group of 12, we are a collage of very, very different colored people and very, very different kind of expression. And all of us enjoy dance, all of us love it. Very, very different sort of inputs to give. And the fact that we get together across the borders makes us stronger. And I think we need to do this, and we need to find each other and find out that we're not that alone. This isolation is not working. It doesn't work.
Among each other, we have created a network already, some more than others, and definitely I feel like some of these 12 people I want to collaborate with again. You might have a tendency, if you don't meet other people and share your work with them, you might have a tendency to think in a certain way about things that I can only do this in one way. I mean, now you see these people dealing with also contemporary dance. They're approaching it from all these different angles. And how they view you is actually with a fresh eye compared to the environment you're in at the moment.
This indicates that, as usual, there has been no cessation of the manner in which latterly it has all been.
Go down our own paths and kind of work well. This is the first time actually we've had bodies to work with, as in performers, dancers, and I think questions has come up, do I want to work with this person, and would I choose this person to work with? Especially for me, I know there's certain performers that I would work with. you know your materials that you need already, so it's very hard when you kind of get in a position where you have to work with materials that you're not used to working with. There's things that's still boiling. I mean, still nothing has been really defined for me in a certain way. It's all questions that have been raised that answers have not been found yet, which is good to have those questions now. The results won't even start to show until probably this time next year.
A pathway through a research, a personal research, giving also the freedom to be for some moments outside of the feeling of productive stuff. But it's quite a safe place to experiment things. Having a sort of curiosity you are bringing with you, and a sort of openness that allow you to follow where the single steps of ChoreoRoam can give and brings to you. It's quite a good compromise too.
I also get a chance to work, continue to develop myself as a choreographer, and whether, I mean, I could research things or just work on developing concepts for future choreographies. Just exercising my composition skills a bit on creating with fan material and seeing how I could place it in time and space.
A new form of reporting in the sense that I am dealing with the creation process carried out within ChoreoRoam. Artists have always traveled a lot, or traveled physically, or traveled through the different inspirations they can get from different people. This is also a factor of artists. They tend to be very curious, and they get inspirations from different sources. So you can be nomadic physically or in your inspirations. They have been challenged by the mentors to explore the fields that they wouldn't normally explore, because within ChoreoRoam it is not about the final result, the final outcome, which may also not be there, but it's about the process. That is why I am reporting about the creation process, and it is not so important to reach a tangible result, but to see how they have been experiencing things. They have been challenged into new things, or just trying out something different.
The trips paid, accommodation is given to us, and as well money for food, or food is given to us. No announcement. I was asked, and everybody was asked. There's no application form.
And after this, what's going to happen?
Well, we all gonna become superstars.